And they give Irving the first touch, and he barrels forward and stretches near the marker at the 36. Mike Jackson got him down. It's a lot of stress on those front three guys, doesn't it? Play fake. Mayfield slings it for the first time, and a sliding catch from the veteran Mike Evans, who's been a nemesis for Carolina in his career. The first half dozen plays, 5 runs. This time they fake it to him. Mayfield look downfield, and then he'll take off. Baker, no slide, lowers the shoulder, delivers the blow, and picks up about 9. The throw on 2nd and 1, and flips it to the tight end, Cade Otton, in there, down into the red area. Mayfield from the pocket, swings it across the middle, touchdown, Cade Otton. And Tampa Bay right down the field on first blood. Nice run pass mix.
This is a seam. Stay vertical, just bend a little bit away from that corner before that safety gets there. And Baker Mayfield, what a start for this Bucs offense. A little bit of Bucky Irving in the run game, some clutch throws and scrambles by Baker Mayfield, and then
4-man rush against Young, who steps up, delivers down the seam, incomplete. Threw it into traffic, trying to find Xavier Leggett, and Antoine Winfield Jr., the Pro Bowl safety. After that opening drive, some things to clean up and pressure up the middle. Mayfield has to back off, but he finds Evans. A flag is down in the secondary as Evans worked free.
Yeah, you hear flip it. He's changing the way the protection's going right now, feeling pressure.
They don't bring it, and Mayfield checks it down here. Irving's got some space, runs through a tackle, and has a first down.
Well, he burned him 2 weeks ago against Mike Jackson.
Mayfield still plenty of time on the move here, scanning, retreating, and firing to the end zone, incomplete. The Panthers do get the red zone stop, and here comes Chase McLaughlin for a 29-yard attempt. And 2 possessions, 10 points for Tampa. They fake it to him, Young on the move, flips it short across the middle, and the catch is made. Young out quickly, it's incomplete. Off the hands of Tetairoa McMillan. And now it's the second drop for Irving, normally very short-handed. Mayfield from the pocket, delivers, strike, first down. Caught by McMillan, Jalen McMillan. He's 7 on 3rd. Mayfield has time. Down the middle, throws an interception. Picked off by Christian Roseboom. And Roseboom makes the plays. The Panthers looking for a spark here, and another turnover by Mayfield.
And then just read it out, and you're going to see him. Where is he at there? Oh, here he comes. You're going to see him in the middle of the screen. You see how he just plays with great depth, and he's able to get underneath that end breaker. Baker never is able to pick him up as he gets locked in on Emeka Egbuka.
You know, it's interesting. They cloud.
The boy in Roseboom kind of his insurance at linebacker. He stepped up into a prominent role, makes a big play there, and now McMillan with the grab. See, it's been a struggle producing touchdowns on these red zone trips for the Panthers. Young flips it short, caught. Tremble, touchdown as the tight end at Notre Dame left alone, and the Panthers cash in the takeaway to slice into the lead.
Awesome. Watch Tremble, okay? He's going to come off the snap. Look at the hesitation. Sell the block. That's what you want to do. I'm blocking. 1, 2. No, I'm not. Ball fake opposite. And then you've got coverage with a deep mesh by your wide receivers. A complete vacancy, but it's all about...
Irving drilled. Aggressively coming up as Princely Uman-Mielen, the rookie from Ole Miss.
Haven't heard from Chris Godwin yet. Is it time for him here in this 3rd down situation?
They'll flip it short to White, Rashad White. Well, you throw a screen on 3rd and 10 and pick it up.
But understand that that's going to be the emphasis.
Mayfield in 3rd and 3. Pressure is picked up. Pump fake. He escapes, and Mayfield going to scoop for a first down and slide out at the 45. Mayfield just loses the handle, picks it up, still tries to make something happen. You can see this rain, which continues to increase. They want to play way off the ball here, and it's a run to White. And he's going to be slammed hard after about a 5-yard gain, and the Buccaneers will punt it away with 5 minutes to go in the half.
Total control of the line of scrimmage right now, changing the play.
Had to hurry, just got the play off, trying to step up now, scrambles to the edge and flings it downfield, and coming back to make the catch is McMillan. And the rookie, first down yardage across the 35, picked up 14. Play fake on the move and wafted down there to Jimmy Horn Jr. He was running free, the rookie from Colorado, gets to midfield. Clock at 1 when Young snaps it, looks to the right side, long throw, and he threw a pick. Tried to get the ball to McMillan, but Jacob Parrish, one of those rookie corners stepping up today with Dean out, makes the play.
Bryce Young throwing the out route. Number one, this is McMillan, okay? He's got off corner. That corner's going to be playing a little leverage. You can't be late and behind. And those are the two things that are there for Bryce Young. Playing in the shotgun, I've always at times felt that he's maybe just a fraction slower to the perimeter, and then you just can't leave that ball behind. Parrish, an outstanding pick.
No hurry here. You're right. They've got all 3 timeouts. Mayfield on the move here, stepping up, trying to create. Still scanning the field. So he got the ball, and now finally throws it down to Otten. Otten banged out of bounds at the 31. That play took about 30 seconds to unfold.
Unbelievable.
That's just Baker being Baker.
Did you run Irving again? It's nothing there. And the final timeout is taken with 5 seconds. Evan Deckers to snap it to him. No drama. Snap down, kick up and good. There is a flag on the field.
But that magical benchmark of 4+ on first down, they've hit it now.
Young, long throw to the sidelines. On time that time to Jalen Coker, who went down low a couple yards short of the marker. 2nd and 10. Play clock at 1 now. Just get it off. Pressure is picked up. Young has room. Steps up, delivers across the middle, and the catch is made by McMillan. Looks like he bobbled it a bit in front of Morrison, but held on. Inside the Buccaneers 35. Initial pressure, and it's flipped to the edge here. Incomplete. Darnold trying to get out in space. It was very close to being a backwards pass.
They have to try and get this ball out after the play action fake.
It is a backwards pass.
It's almost like that Seattle one from Thursday night 2 weeks ago.
So 3rd and 16. Check down. Long way for Chuba Hubbard to go to even get near field goal range. He'd made 11 straight 50+ yard field goals until it was a 55-yarder blocked in Miami. Did not get a hold of that one at all. He's looking at the ground like the footing wasn't good. Tampa trying to take advantage of the great field position, but there's the first sack of the game. Trayvon Merrick in the safety position wrestles him down. Pushes the Buccaneers back to 3rd and 10. Mayfield across the middle, catch made. And hit short of the first down right at midfield is Cade Otten. Try to throw it. Texas good. Long throw. Catch made by Tremble, who caught the touchdown earlier, and the former Domer has first down yardage.
And take your shot to T-Mac and see if you can hit one.
A couple of those downfield shots, including the one that set up the eventual game-winning field goal a couple weeks at Tampa. Wiped off a 31-yard gain. Instead, 3rd and 12. What a swing. Rice backpedals and just has to heave it into the bench.
It's that extended arm. I mean, that's why they threw it, and I can understand why.
The former DB cast the deciding vote up here.
Yeah, how about that?
I'm kind of a dance, but technically it's 2-2. This is Abuka around the edge. And
they're sitting here in this two. You don't have to get too tricky with this team. Just keep running the football play action with these 2 high looks. Just like that.
There it is.
Irving weaving his way.
Now if you're Tampa, you just go back to running the football.
Yeah.
Tucker, you can hear the pads pop as big Derek Brown and Chris Barnes met him. As Mayfield thinking aggression. Wanting to throw, not want to take a sack here. Bouncing off his lineman, finally wrestled down after a short gain right at the 30 by Roseboom. So the field goal attempt here is going to be a 47-yarder. to make this a 2-possession game. Operation handled beautifully. Snap, hold, and kick. Horner comes in motion. Young looks that way, but flips it over to Dowdle on the right flat. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another one. Rico Dowdle off and running. Barrels deep into Tampa territory before Levante David brought him down. They need 5.
Here they come again.
Yeah, making noise. Young on the move. Flips it over the middle. Catch made. First down at the 20. That's Leggett. He was slow to get up after the hit. And ball's loose. Leggett Dowdle ball knocked loose. It looks like Levante David has it. Rico Dowdle will try to pitch the ball back to Bryce Young.
Yeah, I just don't understand why you're running this kind of action down here inside the 20 when your passing game has been working. Your guys have been winning on the outside. Bryce is
on the move on second down. Mayfield pitches it downfield, and wide open is Tez Johnson. They left him alone. Catch in to Carolina territory. Picked up 17. Tampa content to be patient here and chew on this clock. And there's a catch by Godwin. It's another first down inside the 40. Only get time on a play clock if he wants to bleed it. Instead, it's a screen underneath to Otten. Hey, Otten, first out of traffic and falls forward. Another first down, 13 more yards. For the Buccaneers, Carolina just 1 of 7. That's been an enormous factor. Mayfield steps up, dancing, retreating, resetting, faking, juking, and throwing on the sidelines. Is it a catch? Reversal here. They felt there was clear and obvious evidence that Otten's foot caught the white paint just right there. So instead of a 4th and 1, it's 4th and 5. They did put 39 seconds back on the clock, but more importantly, they took off almost 6 minutes of clock time on the drive and the block. So Panthers get in there and block the field goal, and the lead stays 9.
Special teams.
Finally blow the whistle. Got in there, so it's a center rush. Big fella got the hand up.
Low kick again, same as last week.
It was Smith-Wade coming off the edge. But no, that was deflected at the line. And Canales uses the challenge flag, gets the field goal attempt. Young flushed, flips to the sidelines, catch made near midfield by Tommy Tremble.
He comes down, it's one-on-one. You take your shot.
Pressure comes, check it down. Dowdle dropped for a loss.
down the middle, down the seams, between the halves.
McMillan to the left. They got 2 plays to get 15 yards. They go underneath to Tremble. And he's knocked down about 8 yards short. Excuse me, that's Tremaine, Bryson Tremaine. Play clock at 2. Pressure does come. Young backpedals, heaves downfield. It's McMillan wide open behind the defense. Grabs it to the 7-yard line. Had to have it, and they got it. So that catch put McMillan over 1,000 yards in his rookie season. First to do so for this team since Kelvin Benjamin, also a first-round pick. From the pocket, Young looks end zone, jump ball, caught, touchdown. Jalen Coker, and the Panthers still have hope with 2:25 to play.
This is throw the ball up high. How about the 2 plays by the receivers, McMillan and Coker?
Survives the ground there.
That's why you throw the ball up high, though. Coker, 6'3", 215 pounds. Second-year player from Holy Cross has become the number 2 option.
It's a bootleg. Mayfield on the move. Flips it short. Catch made. First down. Cade Otten. A monster game. A touchdown to open it. And perhaps a catch to seal it. 20 yards there.
It's almost too easy, Chris. I mean, snap and kick.
Come after Dixon, gets it away, and drifting back, but not catching it, and it's going to roll dead at the 3. That was a problem to hustle up there and even spike it from the end zone. Young launches, sideline route, catch is made, inbounds, and the clock ticking away. 10, 9. Coker made the play. Decided tomorrow, barring something crazy from Young. Now they pitch it short, and the catch is made by Coker. Looking to pitch it around. McMillan's got it. He goes back to alignment, and that's it. Time runs out, and Tampa stays alive for this division title, trying to extend their reign atop the NFC South. The Panthers missed an opportunity to finish the job here today, and now it'll all come down to both of these teams watching the Saints at the Falcons tomorrow, each rooting for a different side.